Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am back for another Real Housewives of Atlanta review, y'all. Yes, okay, I'm feeling myself. I got a new dress in the mail today, and I turn 32 tomorrow, and I'm feeling myself, okay? And if you would like to give to your girl, because it's my birthday, y'all know my Cash App is always on here, okay? So y'all won't give. Thank you so much to everybody who has already given. I appreciate y'all so much. I don't know if y'all want me to put y'all names out there like that, but I love y'all, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. Don't ever get it twisted, okay? Thank you. You know, it just made me feel good. So y'all, Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12 reunion part 3. All right, it's over. This was the last one, and Nene never came back, y'all. Nene never came back. She put that laptop down, and now we can see all of the reads that she wrote on the paper, and you know, it didn't come off the top of the dome. It was rehearsed, okay? And Kenya told us on the video that Candy did last week with her that, you know, she knows for a fact that some of the girls tries to get writers, okay? And I'm sure she's talking about Nene. Like, got somebody to try to write the little, you know, shade that they throw. I'm like, you need somebody to write shade for you. I agree with Kenya about that. At this point, if you have to get writers to do it for you, sis, then you're not good at this anymore, and you need to let it go. I did agree with that. I was like, okay, okay, Kenya, points, okay? Point. She made a lot of good points. Not to say I agree with all of those points, but I did enjoy Candy and Kenya's little review of the reunion that they did last week. I don't know if y'all saw that, but if y'all didn't, y'all should. It was 58 minutes long, and I watched the whole thing. Yes, God. So y'all, they saying the reason that Lenithia left the reunion early, okay, didn't even turn the laptop off, left the camera on and everything. I was like, was you listening to the conversation that they was having the whole time? Like, is that why you left it on, for them to, you know, still record your screen? Because they kept putting that screen up like she was actually there with the laptop and the notes. Child, I was dying. I think that the producers and the editors was like, child, y'all gonna know that she was writing all her shade down. Y'all gonna know. If y'all didn't see it the first time, we gonna put this up so many times, y'all gonna know something. Teach her to walk out on a reunion just because she can, okay? And I'm sure in some type of way they're gonna hit that ass up contractually. Like, you were supposed to be there for all 3 parts, and you weren't, over what, Yovanna coming to the table to tell the truth, that you actually sent her over there to get info on all the girls, I guess, so you would know how to handle them when you did your apology tour. We see you, okay? We see each other, because I know you see us seeing you right now. And girl, I mean, it just puts you in a really thirsty light. And we're gonna get into the whole situation with Yovanna, but yeah, apparently Nene ran because that bitch Yovanna was on the way, okay, with her white eyeliner. I said, oh yes, girl, white eyeliner? Is this 1999? I'm gonna leave y'all alone, because I know some of y'all really do wear white eyeliner, and it's a corrective measure, I'm sure, but I don't know what she was trying to correct, but it wasn't a good look for me. And then we get on Kenya and Cynthia's wayward relationship, and how Kenya is always and consistently throwing shade at her dear friend Cynthia. She says that she's the only real friend that Cynthia has, and I said, wow, Kenya, if you're the only real friend she has, she doesn't need any damn friends, okay? Because you are always publicly going in on Cynthia on the show. You may apologize for it quickly, but you still like go in on her when she has done nothing to you to get all of that energy from you in the first damn place, okay? So to a certain extent, yes, Nene and Kenya are the same person, handling their issues with Cynthia a little differently, but pretty much the same. Still being assholes about it, because I mean, Kenya may come and apologize when Nene doesn't, but then Kenya still repeats the same behavior over and over again. So how sorry are you if you're gonna keep doing the shit? You know what I'm saying? Kenya was upset with Cynthia because she was getting close to Eva, and Kenya did not see it for Eva for whatever reason, y'all. I guess because she's one of those people who doesn't really like to share her friends, you know. Like, I think she likes the fact that she feels as if, you know, Cynthia doesn't have as many friends that she's as close to as Kenya. Like, I don't know why, you know, but I think she is starting to realize that, you know, you having everybody on your side can run in your favor, especially when it all comes down to allies. I mean, She's cool with Eva now. She's cool with Kenzie, you know what I'm saying? You know, I guess Tanya might be kind of sort of neutral at this point. I'm not really sure. She's not really a housewife, so it doesn't matter. But Porsha and Marlo are big Nene fans, okay? So if it's going against her, they're not gonna do it. And that was made really obvious this reunion show. Zoe think that Kenya was hating on Cynthia's engagement party? Yes. Yes, I do think so. Kenya says, I wasn't trying to ruin her proposal. It wasn't on purpose. We had just talked about it so much. It's like, that's almost shade within itself to say that she talked about getting married so much. I thought that if I told her that the proposal was about to happen, that, you know, it wouldn't even matter because you already knew it was going to happen, right? So what difference did it make? No, it was wrong, Kenya. You were foul for that. And I think that one of the things that you do in your friendships is take out your anxiety, angst, and whatever personal self-esteem issues you have going on. If you're feeling negative about that in a moment and your friend is doing well, you will take jabs. You do that. You're a hater. I'm sorry, Kenya, but we can't, like, you know, we can't forget that. You're a hater, even on your friends. Cynthia says that that wasn't Kenya's place to say anything, whether they talked about it or not. They bring up how Kenya throws Cynthia under the bus, saying that she wanted to invite the cookie lady to Brooklyn's birthday party. And Cynthia was like, yeah, I said she should come so she can tell Tanya the tea for herself instead of telling us first. I think the difference between the two is that I think Cynthia was doing it for the show. You know what I'm saying? We have to have mess on the show, okay? I think that's what that was about. With Kenya, I think Kenya felt some type of way because Tanya was talking about how great her relationship with Paul is. Oh my God, you know, he's the love of my life. Everything is perfect. She was going on, and Kenya is feeling how she's feeling about her relationship with Mark, so she decided to throw that shit out on the table. It made her feel better about her shitty relationship to make everybody look at Tanya like, oh, she fronting like her relationship good, but it really is not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I did my candy voice for that, but I think that's what she intended to do, like point blank to the period. And that's why I'm still pissed off at Kenya about it, and I still think it's trash, and I don't give a fuck about what anybody else has done to Kenya. Tanya did absolutely nothing to Kenya, well, okay, for her to bring that shit up at the table, okay, in the first damn place. All right, now when Cynthia lets Tanya know what was going on at the table when they were still in Greece or Toronto, when they were in Toronto, she told her about it behind the scenes. Kenya was mad about that. She felt like Cynthia should have told her that she told Tanya. But at the end of the day, Cynthia was really upset with you about that whole cookie lady situation, and I feel like she thought she was being messy from the gate. So that's why she didn't tell you that she told Tanya. She was like, all right, I'm gonna even this shit out a little bit, and I'm gonna let Tanya know what's going on. If Cynthia was really trying to fuck over Tanya, I don't think she would have gave her the heads up, because the real reaction is the raw reaction that she would have had she had come when Cynthia initially invited her, which to Candy's point is pretty much the same thing, but I think the intent was different. Cynthia says, well, how do you know, Candy, that I wouldn't have told Tanya before, you know, if the girl was going to come to the party, as if she knew the girl wasn't going to come? And that's what Candy's point was. Well, you didn't tell her, okay? And you didn't know if that girl wasn't just going to pop up at the party, and you didn't say anything. So I guess that answers the question, doesn't it, Cynthia? You were being messy. I think that Cynthia was doing her little low-key producing just like everybody else does. Just saying. However, I think that the cookie lady showing up at a party where there were a lot of people, I think the environment on a reality show to me is different than in a closed setting with just you and a few other people. Isn't it like, can't you just kind of, you could get out of a situation, you know what I'm saying? You could skate past a bitch if you want to at a party, but at this close sit down set, she walk in and you have to deal with it. So I guess I feel like at the end of the day, I understand Cynthia's mind frame of thinking that it wouldn't have been as bad if she had shown up to say it directly to Tanya instead of Kenya being a conduit and making the shit look worse. A viewer brings up what I have said frequently, which is that I feel like Nene and Kenya are pretty much the same person. They have mommy issues. They're always the victim. They always want to be the head bitch in charge. They're really not good friends to any of their friends. I mean, I'm sorry, at least the ones we see on the show. And that may not, you know, be considered a real friend. Fine. But I feel like it says a lot when Nene is always complaining about not getting spin-offs, but not having people in her life besides her immediate family, meaning her sons and husband, which is already a part of the regular show. Like, she doesn't have enough going on outside of her immediate family with enough people to turn that into any type of spin-off. Okay, I'm sure she has one good girlfriend. Child, I don't have a lot of friends. That don't mean not a damn thing. But when you look at this reality show life, it says a lot about Nene, the way she comes off, that everything has to be about her, and the people who she's friends with, they always have to do things the way she wants them to do it, because if not, she's gonna be a shitty friend to you. But yes, they both treat Cynthia like shit, regardless to Cynthia's reasoning that Kenya apologizes and Nene doesn't. But another thing that Kenya said was that Cynthia does check her about the way she might come at her on camera, but she does it off camera, which I think is bullshit. If you really my friend, if you can disrespect me in front of all of these people, you need to be able to accept me checking you in front of all of these fucking people. We need to be able to be friends. If I check you and embarrass you in front of everybody the same way you sat up there and tried to embarrass me. So I don't see the friendships between Kenya and Nene that much different. Sorry. So Yovanna is about to come, and Eva brings it to everyone's attention that Yovanna posted, and a minute later Nene left the reunion. So now everybody is, you know, coming to the realization that she left because Yovanna was coming. So she can hear what's going on. So she's using Porsha to say, put some respect on her name, and I think she might have texted Andy or something like that. But either way, she wanted them to put some respect on her name, and she was leaving her laptop on the porch. And I'm just like, child, please, you left that laptop exactly where it was so you can hear what they was talking about, even though you weren't a part of the reunion. Then they get on whatever the issue is between Kenya and Nene, and Nene isn't there, so it's not like they can ask her opinion on it. But Kenya basically says that the issue was from the very beginning. She never wanted to be friends with Kenya when Kenya first came on the show, because Kenya was a real actress, okay? Regardless of the fact that she may not have been the biggest actress, Kenya still was a celebrity within her own right before she came on the show. And I think everybody with an identity and someone that other people in the world know, when they come on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene is going to have an issue with those people, because she's somebody that's only famous from Real Housewives world. So when people are coming in with fame from other places, she instantly is jealous of them. And I do think she was jealous of Kenya when she came on the show. I do think she realizes that Kenya is good for ratings, but I don't think she wanted Kenya on the show. I think she was trying to stop Candy and Cynthia and everybody else from getting Kenya back on the show after Kenya left, which was total foolishness to me. If you're gonna sit up there and act like you want her on the show because it's good for the show, why did you try to keep her from coming back to the show? Okay, so I now understand from Kenya's point of view why she didn't respond to Nene all of those different times, because she feels like I responded to you throughout all of these years, and every time I've tried to form a genuine friendship with you, you have played me dust. Okay, you either act like we friends, and then when I see you out in public, it's and I'll stay over there, girl. We've seen Nene do that to Kenya over the years. So Kenya felt like she only wants to be my friend when it's beneficial for her on this platform. And when Kenya said that, I was like, you know what? I get it now, Kenya. I get it why you weren't receptive. Because you feel like I'm not even in a place where I can accept bullshit or someone being disingenuous to me when I'm in such a vulnerable situation. And after all of these years of you trying to act like you want to be my friend and then playing me dust when we get in front of people, I just don't have time for that. So I do now understand why Kenya didn't have time for Nene, because she feels like overall she wasn't going to be genuine, not just in that moment, but overall throughout the years. And when you look at it like that, I get it. Kenya says that she did reach out to Nene when Greg was sick, but Nene did not reach out to her when she was going through her tough pregnancy. Marlo was like, she's lying. And Kenya was like, I have the text and phone messages to prove it, okay? I was like, I believe that she reached out, because I do feel like over the years I've seen Kenya try with Nene and Nene rebuffed her. And now that the tables have turned, everybody's expecting Kenya to be open to Nene. Even I was. I expected her to be open when they went on that trip. But, you know, now that she's explained it, I understand where she's coming from. And I respect her decision not to fool with her. She's just not for her. And that's fine. Then they get on how Nene was spitting her food and throwing food and lunging and pretending that she was gonna spit on Kenya. And of course, Kenya has to once again say, I didn't say that she spit on me. I said that she pretended as if she was gonna spit on me. And Kandi was like, if she had spit on food at any other girl in this circle, it would have been on, okay? And I don't know if I agree with that, Kandi. I feel like Cynthia would have sat her ass there and did nothing. I feel like Eva would have thought about it, but she would have done nothing. You may have been the only one in Porsha, okay, and Marlo. Those are the people she wouldn't have done that to, okay? I feel like her disdain and her alcohol level were very high for Kenya at the time. I think that in that moment, Nene was being genuine when she attempted to talk to her. And Nene's not thinking about all the other times that you have made Kenya feel like she can't trust you whenever you come to her trying to be cool. She feel like she can't trust you after all of these years of the way you treated her. You're not thinking about that. You thinking I'm coming to her, I'm being genuine, and she's not accepting it. So now fuck her. I'm getting drunk, I'm pissed off, and if she say anything to me, I'ma come at her neck, okay? And that is what Nene did. And it was completely out of pocket. All of that spitting and carrying on. And let's just say this, y'all all feel like, specifically Nene and Kenya, that when y'all do something, nobody, you know, everybody reacts to y'all, but they don't react to the other person. Lies. Nene has her stance and Kenya has hers, okay? And they have those of us who are in the middle, and based on the situation, we can be on either one of y'all's side. But y'all have both been wrong in different instances, and absolutely Nene was wrong. But we also recognize that her ass was drunk, and it was also funny. It was messed up, but it was funny. And you had been so nasty with her, it kind of just made everybody feel like, child, is entertaining. We ain't about to take sides. We tired of y'all, okay? All y'all do is fight. I'm tired of picking sides. I'm just gonna sit here, eat my popcorn, and enjoy the mess. Then they get on how Kenya is always provoking people. And Porsha specifically did very well at holding Kenya to the fire about how she approached Shamia when they were at Kandi's baby shower. And the way she walked up on Nene, it was as if she was trying to provoke Nene or make Nene think that she was about to come up to her with rah-rah, when really she was coming over to Shamia to talk to Shamia and make Shamia see something. And look, either way, I don't even care about Shamia and Kenya anymore. Porsha is always throwing information about Shamia out there to prove that she's really Shamia's friend, and Kenya was just pretending. And it's just like, we get it, Porsha, okay? That has nothing to do with this story. Can we stay on track so I can stop getting confused about what the hell we talking about here? But either way, Kenya absolutely provokes people. She provokes people all the time and does act surprised when people pop off on her ass, i.e. the bullhorn situation with Porsha, Kim Fields, thank you Marlo, and a whole bunch of other times that you've done that to people. I feel like you were provoking, and y'all can sit up there in front and lie all y'all want to. Yes, Apollo had his own part in the foolishness that went on between he and Kenya. But I personally think that Kenya was trying to fuck with Phaedra by flirting with Apollo. Provoking. Okay? And that is why she got read down the way she did about trying to find a sperm donor. Okay? She got read down to the ground because she engaged in flirtation with that married ass man on this show so that she could provoke Phaedra because they didn't see it for one another. Okay? Even though they tried to be friends. Kenya came on this show knowing what she was doing, and that was to create controversy and mess. And she did a good job at it. But that does not mean I have to like it just because it was entertaining. Kenya calls Porsha bitter, and Porsha says, baby, I'm not bitter, I'm better, okay? I said you better, okay? Look, at this point, Porsha has kind of sobered up a bit. I don't know, you know, how they did this, okay? But at this point, Porsha was way more enjoyable during this part than she was in the last for me. Andy's baby comes out in the midst of them going back and forth with one another, and it really broke up the foolishness. He looks like a Campbell's baby. He's adorable. And then Kenya's like, don't come for me, little man, unless I send for you. I was like, oh God, Kenya, stop it. It's on a t-shirt, sis. You don't need to repeat it this much. Then Yovanna joins them, and Nene has been calling and texting and harassing her for the past 2 weeks. And then the day before the reunion, she sent a cease and desist order, and if Yovanna had any recordings of her, she was to delete those recordings. And Yovanna says, I don't even know why she sent me that, because I didn't record her. But Yovanna's story is that Nene sent her to get information on the ladies after Yovanna had formed relationships with them. So it was twice as fucked up as Yovanna thought it was. Okay, Kandi had to let her know that. that you came on the show, befriended us, talking about you were being genuine in those moments, but then when Nene told you to get information on us and find out what we were saying about her, you were recording us and carrying it back to her? Like, you agreed to do that. Kandi said the both of y'all are snakes, okay? Because she asked you to do it and you did it. I'm like, yeah, Kandi, she did do it. And then Yovanna says, well, she didn't really do it because she didn't record anybody. Yovanna's story is that she never actually recorded anybody. I think Yovanna's lying. I think Yovanna absolutely recorded them, okay? I think she did, and I think she recorded Cynthia. But like Cynthia said, we weren't friends. So if I was talking shit about her, so be it. She was talking shit about me. But let's be very clear. If Nene and I were friends at the time, you would never catch me talking shit about her behind her back, okay? But we were not friends. So what else is going on? I was like, all right, Cynthia, let them know, okay? But really, Yovanna, you low down because you were full of shit, sis. You were definitely full of shit. You were lying this entire time. And Porsha was bringing that up about how you said to us on several occasions that you were lying about the recording because you were mad at Cynthia for whatever reason. Never gave us a reason why you would have been mad at Cynthia. But you were mad, so you decided to say that you had recorded her saying something bad, but you never actually played a recording for Nene, and Nene took that back to the group. I believe that Nene told her to do exactly what she said. Like, I believe that, okay? But I do believe that Yovanna's whack ass thought she was gonna be able to get on the show by doing this, and it didn't work out in her favor because Nene was not friends with most of the girls on the show. She didn't even tape a lot this season. Honestly, if anybody wants to be friends with somebody, y'all need to be trying to be friends with Cynthia, Kandi, and Porsha, because those are the three that will get y'all in on the show. And Kandi is harder because y'all know she don't really trust nobody in the first place, which is why she was so mad at Yovanna, because you acted like you wanted to be friends with us, and then you were taking information back to Nene after you had formed these relationships with us. That is worse, Yovanna, and that's why you are the reason why I cannot be friends with new people. I was like, you know what, Kandi? I understand, girl. Yovanna did prove you right on why you don't want to be friends with new people, because they be trying to be your friends so that they can come on a reality show. As far as who they believe, it's obviously split, you know, amongst the alliances. Porsha and Marlo, of course, don't believe what Yovanna is saying. Kandi is kind of caught in the middle, and everybody else, you know, Kenya, Eva, Cynthia, believe Yovanna. Cynthia specifically because Nene isn't there to argue her point. So it's like, if you didn't even show up to, you know, disparage the things that Yovanna says, obviously she must have been telling the truth. Yovanna tried to pretend like she had some receipts on Porsha, some shit that I'm guessing Nene must have said about Porsha, but child, cut it out. Yovanna says the only reason that she is throwing Nene under the bus now and didn't do it then when they originally talked to her is because Nene said that she had the information, or that she was the snake, even though that's not what Nene said. Nene specifically said, I wouldn't say a snake, but she's the one with information. When Nene said that in her confessional, that made Yovanna feel like she was throwing her under the bus, so now she's gonna do it at the reunion. Yovanna, whatever, girl. You just wanted to be on the show. I don't even care anymore. Eva apologizes to Marlo for thinking that it was her the entire time, which was so stupid, because I mean, I don't think that Marlo would have done that, and I said that then. Marlo accepts her apology, and you know, we're moving on from there. And at the end, when everybody is saying goodbye and Andy is thanking them, Kenya thanks all of the ladies except for Porsha for being good friends to her during this rough time. And Porsha was like, oh, y'all being rude and sentimental, I'm about to go. And Kandi was like, oh, we love you too, Porsha. And I'm like, I'm glad somebody said it, because I didn't want her to feel like that. And I was like, I knew it was gonna be Kandi. So anyway, y'all, that was the reunion part 3. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all once again for bestowing y'all dollars on me for my birthday, okay, and bestowing y'all views on me every day when y'all come and watch me. So I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I hope my Patreons and my members really enjoyed the Bondi Blue show after dark, or Bondi Blue After Dark, that we did this past weekend. I really enjoyed it. It was about fetishes. It was really fun. But yeah, that was fun. I'm glad that y'all came and talked to me and everything. It was giving me all y'all business. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.